out 2022, right? Just 2 more months left, and this time is usually meant for celebrations, a lot of family traditions, but it can also be a stressful time between planning gatherings, shopping, meeting those end of year deadlines.
Absolutely, and before you get overwhelmed just thinking about it, we all just need to take a collective big breath. Okay. And now let's get ready for our first live guest of the show.
Yeah, here with us, as always, is Nicole Walters, certified yoga instructor and owner of Greensboro's Ahava Collective. Nicole is here to offer ways so we can practice some mindfulness, specifically during the holiday season. Good morning, Nicole.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I can't believe it's the holidays already.
I know.
I can't even deal with it right now, Nicole. Nicole,
It's wild every year.
It is, and your topic speaks to me. I feel like I enjoy the holidays less and less every year, just because of all the stress. So what do we need to do to kind of slow things down and really enjoy the holidays?
Well, Brian, I share that with you. It feels very stressful, especially when you're an adult and you're the one having to plan and delegate things. That creates some stress. And it's really easy for us to get caught up in like the busyness and feeling like we have to keep up with everybody and everything else that's going on. But making a conscious effort and choice like this early on in the season to plan ahead for, how can I slow down? Like, where can I find a little bit more calm in the chaos.
Nicole, how do we really make realistic expectations ahead of the holiday celebrations? Because it is important to be realistic and not to, strive for perfection ever.
It is very important for that. And that can add to a lot of stress. Comparing ourselves to how other people celebrate the holidays, especially with what we see in advertising and marketing, we can really kind of, our minds can drift to this place of what it looks like needs to be perfect. But essentially, reminding ourselves that we get to decide what this holiday looks like. No one else gets to decide that for us. And taking into consideration your own individual experience and the family and friends that you have around you, what is going to be best and most appreciative to all of you, to yourself and to everyone involved. So being very unique and intentional about the ways you choose to celebrate.
Absolutely. And Nicole, we always know that this time of year, there are so many organizations here in our community that need help. So volunteering can also be sort of a way to practice mindfulness, right?
Absolutely. And it's something that my daughter and I have incorporated into our holiday season. And it can be really fun to take turns, right? So like each year, maybe one person in the family gets to decide where you're going to volunteer. And then you're kind of, doing something different every year. So the sentiment of volunteering and helping in the community is still there, but then you can get creative with the ways that you choose to do that. And it can be a fun tradition that everyone does together.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. Nicole, you've done a really good job kind of encapsulating and helping us identify what the stressors are in the holiday season. You're our guru now. Tell us what we can do about it.
So here's my number one tip for myself first and for everyone else. When it starts to feel really stressful and the time starts to feel, like it's cut short, and all of these things we had planned and special things we wanted to happen, let's say maybe some of them couldn't work out. In those moments of intensity and high stress, I suggest really stopping for a moment and asking yourself, what is most important about this occasion to me? And being really reminded of what we're most grateful for and what really is most important. Like, is it what we're wearing or what we're eating that's most important? Or is it who we're sharing that meal with or the community that we're being a part of? And whenever we find that time to remind ourselves of that, it kind of immediately takes a lot of the stress away.
Those were great reminders, Nicole. Thank you. And we want to have you on our show once the holidays are even closer because then we'll be really, down to the wire with all of these feelings and thoughts. So thank you as always, Nicole. Have a great rest of your Monday. And the website is on the screen now for folks at home if you'd like to learn more about the resources at Ahava Collective. Also, be sure to follow along on social media and stay tuned for our Monday meditation segment.